mysterious story.
Even though technology is used to put large portions of our lives on the airwaves, occasionally people capture by chance things that are not belonging to this world. It seems that these live streamers are simply looking for attention. However, many of these videos are too difficult to forge. Number 12. Ghost Player. They captured this video throughout a live stream of a soccer match some years ago. Despite the fact that I have no idea about the team's or the soccer field's history, if you believe this video, then something supernatural must be to blame for what takes place next. There seems to be a shadowy figure that is running very fast before vanishing. As previously stated, because there is no additional information provided, please assist me if you know anything. Number 11. Carrie is live. The game Outlast 2 is being played by this live streamer when his house immediately becomes far more terrifying than anything on screen.
अब ठीक है अब देखो ओए ये क्या हुआ
I have the impression that he experiences these types of hauntings on a regular basis. I would appreciate it if someone could see the entire video and translate it for me. The sources for all of the videos on this list can be discovered by clicking the sources link in the description. On a different note, because many YouTubers are now requiring Carrie is live to broadcast live from his home by using a Ouija board, more bizarre videos like this one appear to be on the way. Number 10. The glass. This video has been seen innumerable times and I have yet to come up with a non-paranormal explanation. This weird and unexplainable event takes place while two reporters are carrying out their works throughout a live news stream.
todo el mundo revienta
Mira, mira.
It seems that the glass of water passes across the table by itself and comes to a stop directly before the newscaster on the right. Their shocking attitudes and collective throat clearing say it all when they attempt to keep professional while hiding their terror. While they just look at the glass with nervousness, they say a few sentences. I would really appreciate it if someone could translate what they're saying, and is able to assist us to find an answer to this mystery.
okay
No sé si lo vi. Pero no hay desnivel.
pero
No hay desnivel.
6 con
No hay desnivel en la mesa.
6 con 58 minutos vamos a hacer.
That are Number 8. Declute24 to have pleasure. This speedrunner puts the SNES classic Zelda on the airwaves, linked to the past one night. He's getting ready to finish a significant boss battle as something appears quite wrong.
What was that noise? Hold on.
While threatening Zelda music makes the room full with a moody and urgent situation, Declute24 removes his headphones and leaves. After the only two people that stop sleeping are his brother and him.
Literally, it sounded like somebody just was like banging on the walls. And my brother and I are the only people that are up, and we have no idea what it was.
Number 7. Jay's quad. Something strange seems to take place while this YouTuber was live streaming with his family. This is a close-up of what seems to be a ghostly face staring down at the two of them. When you notice carefully, you can nearly see two hollow eyes and a nose when it shakes with a quivering motion above them. It is not until Jay's quad is live streaming on Periscope 2 months later that there is a thing else that takes place. Even though he claims to have seen a weird animal-like creature run across his garage, it didn't resemble any animal he had ever seen before. When he is streaming, more weird incidents occur.
Oh, what the hell was that? You guys see that? What the hell was that? Hey, you guys see that too? Dude, what is that? I know it's not this thing right here. What the? Do you...
Even though it appears to be a shadow that is passing across the door, its movement types are sporadic and lackadaisical. It appears that there is not anything in his backyard that ought to cast that kind of shadow. Immediately, the ghostly appearance vanishes, and adrenaline begins to have control. The situation seems to have Jay's quad completely freaked out. He quickly returns inside his house and locks the door. Number 6. Sir Gary Tube. It appears that this live streamer breaks away from his Pokemon game to normally talk about his health. Something appears to make a decision that this is such a good time that he can be stolen from the spotlight and instead is haunted his stream.
It's always something with me. My foot is killing me right now. Granted, I did drop my phone on it, and my phone...
Sir Gary Tube, completely taken aback, asks whether anyone else saw his hands in the air. People in his chat room are not conscious enough to respond. He is paralytic when he looks fixedly at his door with his eyes wide open for a few more moments. Which would you do if you were him? Check the other side, or sit there and hope it goes away? I would check the other side to avoid the looming paranoia.
Dude, I'm legitly scared as right now.
He finally gets up after a long silence and slowly opens the door. There's nothing on the other side, so he goes to check out the rest of the house. A short time later, it looks like the door shuts on its own. Sir Gary Tube doesn't realize the door has changed position on its own for the second time until he goes back and reads the chat. He still maintains that there was surely no draft and that there was no other well-reasoned explanation for what have taken place. Number 5. Thor H13. It looks like that this brief video jumps right into the paranormal action. Another successful gaming session has just been brought to an end and his stream is be wrapped up by Thor H13 when one of his belongings appears to be owned by someone.
Well guys, if you have... What the
A doll comes to life and flies itself out of his shelf. Although he looks at his Thor doll with a lack of belief and begins to check it, nothing seems unusual about it other than what it has just done. Unless there is a second camera angle, we'll never have an idea for sure what took place. Number 4. Manga Mean. An anime review that deconstructs a theory about one of his favorite characters is being live-streamed alone in his home by this streamer. Immediately, his flow is disrupted and he is cut off mid-sentence.
beat up once or twice, but other than that, he never... Yo, what was that?
The live streamer is paused due to an unusual flash of light. It has disappeared when he turns around to look. He has remained befuddled and shaken, and he is openly afraid of his life. And I suppose that something about the timing in this video appears to be off, which leads me to believe that it is a forgery. Before the object which has an opportunity to completely vanish stays afloat, Manga Mean asks, "What was that?" However, because I am not able to say how I would have behaved or what I would have said if I were you, so this video could be real and, I think that it is worthy of being on this list. Number 3. Ripped Robbie. Despite the fact that this live stream appears to begin normal, then it appears to become paranormal.
There's like a mix of hatred, like pure hatred against me, that there's love, and then there's just the weird ass comments telling me.
Yeah, I swear to God, my house is haunted. Dude, stop. Did you f***ing hear that, Anon?
Yeah, it was like a thump, right?
Everything actually begins when Robbie listens to a weird knock on his door. Based on his reaction, Robbie has had previous encounters with the paranormal, and he appears to be more slightly angry than concerned at first. But, he thinks about it more. He gets goosebumps and he becomes panicked. That's for the reason that the knocking from inside his closet, which is, why don't we come into contact with it, the last place you'd like something to be looking forward to you. Everyone in the stream tells him he should examine his closet door. Instead, it seems that he begins to tell everyone about the way things have been dropping down the wall lately, and the way his camera equipment is constantly being knocked over as there is not anyone that be around. His Skype goes on breaking the connection, and his Xbox 360 freezes. This takes place after a short time, and should you be putting on headphones, you might wish to turn them down.
Oh my fucking God!
Ripped Robbie is at a loss for words. He appears to look at the pile of broken equipment in front of him, declares that he no longer wants to stay at this house, and then quickly turns off his stream. We'll never have an idea what there was in that closet. Number 2. Michael Jackson's ghost. CNN livestreamed this prospectively paranormal encounter while reporters were touring Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch shortly after he passed away. They're having a conversation with a former housekeeper about how much privacy Michael Jackson valued, and he speaks briefly of that unless the door to this hallway was open, it meant you could not enter to pay a visit. Were it to be closed, it meant that he should be left alone. For a brief moment, the camera pans down the corridor and notices a shadowy figure down the open doorway. It is believed that this spectral phantom seems to be the same height and shape as Michael Jackson. CNN has since explained that even though it could have simply been a stagehand shadow, the public remains skeptical. It is believed that the pop idol was coming back from the afterlife to say one last farewell to his fans. Number 1. The Apex Star a WWE game is being livestreamed by this streamer when he goes out of the room for a split second, and then the weirdness takes up. Firstly, his dog remains motionless for an extended period of time, as though it is carrying out some fascinating research into something that cannot be seen. The chair then changes position on its own. According to Apex Star, nothing out of the ordinary has occurred up to this point. His dog could simply be behaving weirdly and jumping off the chair. However, this weird image is captured by the camera. If you look to the left side of the screen, you should notice something darkening and then going away. If you missed it, here it is again, slowed down and with an arrow pointing out its location. Please tell me if you discover it and what you believe it could be, paranormal or otherwise. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.